Stretching. Do me a favor and hold that. Yeah. Awesome. So you're going to stand beside the client. Oh yeah. So my dominant hand is going to be at the base of the skull. The other is going to be under the chin. So the base of the skull, I'm grabbing here. This is all around the occiput. Okay? So without the front hand, it'd be like that. But this front hand is going to be underneath the chin. I have about 1.5 inches, an inch before I get to the adjoining skin, the vertical skin, where the jugular and the trachea and all that stuff are. Adam's apple. Okay? Client's going to bite down, and I'm going to crouch and then slightly stand.
Ooh.
Getting direct traction on the spine. And I'm not going to do these holds for a long period of time. I'll just show you them. I am avoiding my ulnar side coming up, because now I get into that infra and suprahyoid muscles. I'm staying with most of my pressure on the actual chin itself. Putting more pressure on the back of the head with my hand than I am on the chin. How's that feel?
Excellent.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, yeah, you can't talk, can you? Okay. So that comes from this lift here. It shouldn't come from this. This isn't going to last long. It should come from my legs.
What are the benefits of this? Just relieving pressure, compression?
Well, I mean, it's, you ever use an inversion table? Same thing. It's just getting space in all of the vertebrae, even if we're missing some. Space in all of the vertebrae. He's sitting, so his coccyx essentially, hopefully, is rolled under. So we've got that sacrum moving down. So this is the perfect position to draw everything up. In the lying down position, we have the mechanical disadvantage in the fact that when we pull, if the sacrum is locked, the sacrum can come up and it won't be driving down. In this position, we have a lot of help. That makes sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
You agree with it? Yeah? Okay. Everybody's good with that? The second one is, this is probably, yeah, this one's, just gotta be sure of your hand placement. So the thumbs are gonna be at the base of the skull, and the fingers are gonna be just underneath the chin. I'm gonna find his, the triangle between his, the lateral part of his jaw and the chin. And I'm gonna try to keep my fingers underneath those. It's like jacking up a car. I don't want to put my jack on the brake line. I want to keep it on the chassis. So I'm trying to find the chassis of the jaw with my fingers, and that's what I'm going to try to keep pressure on, okay? And not go in this fleshy part and put pressure there. Thumbs are going to be in the back of the occiput. So again, he's biting down. I'm going to use my other fingers to brace my finger that's making contact so that I have some stability there. I'm squatting. Gentle pressure in with my index finger underneath his ears. Does that hurt at all? No? And I'm going to gently stand up. Now this standing position, I'm not standing an inch above. I'm not moving my hips barely an inch. I'm just putting pressure. This is all about pressure. This isn't about seeing a 3-inch difference in 10 seconds. This is just about static, holding, stretching. Okay? Jim, yay? Mm-hmm. Good. Straight up. And that's it. Now when I went down, like, you didn't see his head drop. The only person that really knows what's going on is him, and maybe a little bit, I can feel a little bit of motion, but he's the one that really feels like, oh, there's such a big space. And there's millimeters in the spine are huge as far as space, so that's awesome. That's a good one. 16. This one is a little bit more difficult to do.
This one?
This one.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't feel good about this one, I want you to try today. I'll look at it, but don't feel like you have to go practice this one at home, okay? Because it can be kind of precarious. So you're just going to put kind of the same things before, except this time I'm going to have my forearms on his shoulders and use that as a counterpoint. So I'm pushing down on his shoulders, up on his head. Okay? So now I have to go like this. And I'm not, it is what it is. You'll find that you might push forward or you might come, your fingers might want to come back. So you have to really keep the head level as you're pushing up. That's the one caveat with that one. And then the other sitting position neck stretch we're not going to do because it involves the cheek being pressed against another cheek, like my cheek going against his cheek.
So I was trying to figure out.
And